Hi everyone, Kieran Brown here, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about how to create a 10k step per day habit in 2025. And I actually learned about this just before I went on my first ever cut. I was around 21% body fat, and 10 weeks later, I managed to get it down to around like 13%. And this is one of the main reasons why it actually happened. And before sort of going through this process, I thought walking was a bit pointless. I thought, you're not really exerting much energy, like you're not getting a sweat on, like how can it actually help you to lean down? But it does work, and I'm going to basically take you through the step by step on how I went from not believing in walking at all to being able to easily hit my 10k step target every day. So my promise in this video is I'll teach you how to make 10k steps a day fun and sustainable so that you can stick to the habit long enough to actually see some results. So first of all, I basically found out how many steps I was doing like anyway, and I was doing around 2 to 3k, which really isn't a lot. I was working a very sedentary job like at the time, and it was just pretty much get into the office, sit down until I left again. So that means I needed to do an extra 7 to 8 thousand steps, and I knew that this took me around an hour to do, like 7 or 8 thousand. So I decided to split it into 3 walks, and I basically fit this around my job. So I do one walk before work, one walk at lunchtime, and one walk after. And it would be, if it was a gym day, it would be after the gym, and I'd always make sure that I wouldn't let myself drive home until I'd got these steps done. So to make it really easy, I just did the same routes every day. It might take a few days to basically test out different routes and find like the sweet spot, and then eventually you just won't be able you won't have to think about it at all. You just do it. It's just automatic, and that was the point that I got to. So walk one was around about 20 minutes. So what I'll do initially is I would leave my house, and I'd set a 10-minute timer on my phone, and then just keep walking away. And then as soon as that goes off, just turn around and do the exact same route back. And that means it's going to be exactly 20 minutes. It would be nice to do longer, but obviously time like before work was, limited unless I got up a lot earlier. And then eventually you'll sort of realize there's like a checkpoint on your walk where you can just walk there and back, and it's going to be roughly 20 minutes and not have to time it each time. Walk two, I pretty much did the same thing at lunchtime, and then eventually you just find a checkpoint. And then walk three, I basically just finish off the steps, or I just go to like 9,500, because in the evening, just like walking around the house, to probably just pick up another 500. So, and I try and make sure that was done before I went home. So one huge thing was trying to make it fun and actually like look forward to doing it. I think one objection might be that walking is quite boring, and it can be at times, but these are things that I did to make it more interesting, and that's basically listen to a podcast, audiobook, music. And I've got there 2 podcasts and 2 book recommendations, so if you want to check them out, go for it. And it's just a case of rinse and repeat. It's the same with a lot of habits. Like, one walk isn't going to make a huge difference at all, but 90 of them will. Like 3 months of consistently getting your 10k steps a day in is more than enough cardio to actually like lean down and lose quite a bit of weight. Obviously, with the caveat that your diet is on point, but all this like HIIT training, like ski rig, high intensity stuff. If you enjoy it, go for it, but it's not necessary. Like, walking is more than enough. So in summary, to create a 10k step a day walking habit in 2025. Figure out how many steps you're doing already. And if you have an iPhone, if you just go on the health app, it's like pre-downloaded. You can see how many steps you're doing a day, and that's so long as you have your phone on you. So most people have their phone on them most of the day anyway. And then basically just minus that number from 10,000, and that's how many extra you need to do each day. Decide how many walks you want to do per day, fit it around your schedule. If it's easier for you to just do one big walk, maybe in the morning or in the evening, then do that. For me, I preferred like splitting up into smaller ones. Choose routes that are convenient for you and just fit around your life in general, and just make it fun by listening to podcasts, music, audiobooks, that kind of thing. So if you're interested in leaning down in 2025, maybe you're like skinny fat at the moment, you don't look too big in a t-shirt, but you don't really have visible abs. I do one-to-one coaching to help you fix this problem. So it's the first link in the description, and you can book a call to speak to me. So yeah, that's everything for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.